I love YouTube, you guys, so much. I feel like every single time that I sit here and I just like breathe, I don't feel in a rush. Like I can literally sit here and play with makeup without having to worry that I just hit the 60-second mark. TikTok and Instagram is so fun to me, but it can also be very exhausting and draining and gives me so much anxiety when I'm filming. Not in a bad way, like in a good way, but I don't feel rushed. You know what I mean? Like in here, I can just chill. I can like unwind. I'm not wearing a bra right now. Like it literally feels so good. Anyways, hi, how are you guys? I hope you're doing amazing and I hope your Thanksgiving was also really good. So we are here because I am playing with this new collection that I just got from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I literally got this like 2 days ago. This is their new gold blooded and it's their 10-year anniversary collection. So we have a lot of goodies, you guys. This collection is so cool. It's so beautiful. Like I love how it's like gold. It's rich. It's giving me like rich vibes. Obviously, Jeffree Star is like filthy rich. Hope to be that filthy rich one day. Also, this is my very first Jeffree Star mirror. Like I heard their mirrors are so iconic and I've seen people on TikTok literally collect these. Like I saw this one girl that has like all of them. They're really sturdy and they feel very like expensive. Don't mess with me. Ow, that hurt. The star of the show, the gold blooded palette. Okay, you guys, this packaging, I mean, it is so iconic. I am drooling over how beautiful it is. It has 18 eyeshadows with metallic golden hues. We have some shimmers. We have some brown warm tones. Lots to choose from, to be completely honest. And it retails for $52. The eyeshadows glided onto my arm like butter, you guys. I'm not surprised because the formula is really amazing. Next, we have the highlighter palette retailing for $40. It features 4 shades from an original Frost Pro palette and then 2 new shades, which are Sun God and Pink Pharaoh. Super buttery, you guys, and extremely pigmented. And here we have the mirror again, retailing for $32. Up next, we have the liquid eyeshadows. So the bundle is $75, but if you want them individually, they do retail for $22. So Golden Hours are my favorites. And then we have 24K Gold, we have Fire Phoenix, and then lastly, we have Wood Queen, which I was really impressed with this particular shade. It is really, really pigmented. And then we have my favorite, the liquid velour lipsticks, retailing for $22 each, or if you want the entire bundle, it's $112. The first shade, we have Iconic Behavior, so scary, Diva Forever, and then we have Red Rum Remix, love a good red, like this is so beautiful. And then Mountain View, not my favorite, to be honest. I'm not into like coppery lipsticks like this. This one's really beautiful. Star Knockout, and then Disrupted is one of my favorites, which I think I might go into this. Clearly, we can all see that a lip liner is super important. So I'm gonna start off with the shade called Drama first, and this is gonna go in the inner corner of the eye, and we're gonna go ahead and just go in little by little and just see where this takes us. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna follow and see what happens. Now I'm taking a fluffy brush just to fluff that out and make it more smooth. I really love how like his eyeshadows are very, very creamy, guys. Like they are very smooth. Like it doesn't feel dry, like sandpaper on my eyes. Like legit feels so smooth. If you've never played with any Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadows, I definitely recommend you guys check out one of his palettes. Like their formula is amazing. Next, I'm gonna jump into the shade called Resilience, this shade, and we're gonna lay it right next to that first shade that we placed. You wanna move it back and forth, and then going back to my Morphe M433 with no product, we're just gonna buff this out and blend it out. Then you guys, I'm gonna go into the shade called Legacy. It's this chocolate brown shade, and I'm placing it right here towards the outer corner of my eye using my Morphe M433 brush, and we're literally just placing it right here and slowly bringing it towards the bottom, but mainly right here. Yeah, these eyeshadows, as you guys can see, are super pigmented. And now I'm gonna go into Built Different, this plum purple shade, and it's gonna go towards the outer corner of the eye. For the brow bone, I went into the shade called Honest Truth, this shade right here, and I also applied it towards the inner corner of my eyes. I'm thinking of going into 2 of the liquid eyeshadows, guys. So I think I'm gonna go into this one first, and it's called 24K, and we're gonna apply it just halfway, but I'm gonna use the back of my hand and to apply the product, and then I'm gonna pick it up with my brush. So I'm literally going to just apply it like halfway. And I'm just gonna buff it out with a clean brush. Okay, so that blended out really well. I wonder if it's because I did go in with a concealer, my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. Instead of my Urban Decay Eden Primer, I literally ran out of my Urban Decay Eden Primer. I'm going later today to go buy more. So maybe that's why. I don't know. It really blended out really, really nice. Like, I'm not mad at this gold shade. This look is like giving me summer vibes, you know, because it's so warm. For some reason, I was expecting this to look a little bit more on the gold side. So it's like a soft gold shade, not what it looks like on inside the bottle. You guys see that, like the difference? I thought it was gonna look more like this, but that's okay. I'm gonna go into the shade called Golden Hour. And I say it's okay because I still think it's really pretty, but this is gonna go on top, but we're gonna focus this in the inner corner first. Like, oh my God, this is so pretty. And then we're just going to stop right in the middle so that we don't get rid of the other gold shade that we applied. I still want a little bit of that gold peeking through. I'm also gonna wait to see before I slap on my lashes. I'm gonna do my complexion, you guys, because I want to see how this does dry, or if it moves, or if it spreads. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like with liquid eyeshadows, some of them don't dry like really fast. Like the one that does is Melt Cosmetics and collab with Bailey Sarian. They came out with like this glittery pot, and you guys, you literally slap that on and it dries down so fast. Like it doesn't, like it's one of my favorite formulas, and it doesn't crack, it doesn't lift or separate. So I wonder if that's how this is gonna be, or if it's gonna stay a little bit wet, you know, and still move around, if that makes any sense. But so far I really love the eyeshadows. I feel like because I'm not using my Urban Decay Eden Primer and I'm so used to it, I feel like the eyeshadows could have been a little bit more pigment. So I feel like for me it makes such a huge difference when I do use that primer compared to just a regular concealer. I feel like when you use a concealer, the eyeshadows look a lot more, ¿cómo les diré? Like more softer, but not as pigmented than when you go in with an eyeshadow primer. Like my eyeshadow primer, I don't know how to explain it. Like I just love the way eyeshadows perform and the way that they stand out and how pigmented they are compared to just using a concealer. I feel like it just feels wet. I don't know if that makes any sense. Solo yo me entiendo whenever I use my Urban Decay Eden Primer. Like she is just like my ride or die, and I hope they never discontinue her because I love her so much. But the concealer didn't do a bad job. I have some thoughts, you guys, on these liquid eyeshadows. So the shade called 24K Only, the color that we use on the outer corner of the eye, is still on. Nothing has lifted, or like I can't see any skin peeking through. But with the glitter, I can actually see a little bit of glitter, a little bit of skin peeking through. But when you touch it, it does dry down. So it's really nice. So we know for sure that it's not gonna budge or go anywhere. But right here, you can definitely see, like, obviously on camera you can't, but in person you can see where like there's some skin peeking through. But I also feel like with the glitter, it kind of camouflages it. That makes sense. So unless you really pay attention and like you look really close, you can see the skin. So for the under eye, I'm kind of loving this clean look. So I think all I'm really gonna do is go into this nude eyeliner, and I'm gonna run it in my waterline like that, and then I'm just gonna go into the shade called Drama and just run it towards the lower lash line. I don't know why, but I really want to just keep it very clean, nothing too crazy underneath. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of gold blooded and also just run it towards the inner corner like that. Ooh, that is pretty. That is, again, this shade right here, gold blooded. I will say that these shades right here, all in the middle, are very, very creamy and very pigmented. So I really want to go back in and play with some more of those. But I love how the gold just pops in that inner corner. I want to use the shade called Exotic Gold, and we're going to place it down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to apply it on the back of my hand first. You can also mix these, you guys, with like your foundation, but I have oily skin, so I feel like for me it just would be a no-go. Let's see what this will look like. Ooh, it's so crazy because when you apply this on the back of your hand, it has like that rose gold tone, right? But then when the light hits it, it looks silver, and then now that I have it on my tip of my nose, it looks more silver than rose gold. I don't know, it's so weird. It applied really well though on the skin, so after setting it with powder, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna go into the highlighting palette. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I'm gonna mix it a little bit with the King Tut. So let's go ahead and, oh, Yeah. You have to be very careful, you guys, and only use a little bit because a little bit seriously goes a long way. And then I'm just gonna apply some like right here. So pretty, you guys see that? And I'm using a very light hand. I'm not going heavy at all with the highlighter. And I really like how the highlighter just blends into the skin. So it doesn't look glittery at all on the skin, which I love. Cool brown lip liner from Anastasia is on. Now let's go into the shade called Disrupted. I really want to go into this shade because it's so beautiful. Ugh. A moment of silence because this is, wow, this is beautiful. Let me blend it out. Isn't it crazy how like a lip pencil, you guys, just makes such a huge difference? Such a huge difference. She is coming with me to Mexico. Hell yeah, she is. So far, I am loving this eyeshadow look. It's giving very rich. You know what I mean? Baddie rich. I don't know. I'm loving it. And that is it, you guys. That's my first impressions of this collection from Jeffree Star. This video is not sponsored, so I don't have a code for you guys at all for this collection. I genuinely wanted to do it out of my own free will, and I wanted to show you guys my first impressions too, and I wanted to dig in and see what this collection was all about. So I definitely had to do a YouTube video for you guys, but I will link that link down below. Let me know which product was your favorite, which one are you gonna pick up, but that is it. I leave for Mexico, you guys, literally next week, so I am literally going around like a chicken with its head cut off because I'm trying to like find my outfits. I'm trying to pack, make sure my bag is not overweight, make sure I have the right boots, the right shoes for my outfits. Like I'm going crazy. Like I legit need a stylist, and it's the reason why is because we're going for an entire month. So we're going to Puerto Vallarta, so we'll be gone for like 3-4 days. We'll be there, and then we fly out to my pueblo, which is Las Ranas, Michoacan, and we'll be there with my mom in Puro Andiro. So we'll be there maybe for like a week and a half, and then we leave for Tequila, which I love and I've been there already. We're gonna go to Tequila and then to my favorite pueblito, San Miguel de Allende, and then we spend a few days in Guadalajara and then we come back. So we're going to a lot of places. So I literally been shopping on Shein, Pretty Little Thing, Amazon. Oh my gosh, I've been shopping. I'm actually going shopping later today too because I need to buy socks. Yeah, I've been running around and I've been trying to like create content for you guys, but then that takes up like my entire day. But I will be filming like mini little vlogs for you guys on TikTok and Instagram, and literally I'm gonna be vlogging like every single day when I'm there. I love you guys so much. I gotta go edit this video for you, and then I have to continue to come pack and see what else I'm missing before I go to the mall today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And again, I will link the link down below for you guys. Besitos, las amo. Bye.